I never imagined that the person who would change my life the most would be the same person who tried to break me. Life is strange like that. It gives you lessons dressed as people, heartbreaks disguised as love, and betrayals that feel like death before they feel like rebirth. My story doesn't begin with strength. It begins with blindness, the kind that comes from loving someone too much, too deeply, too completely. I used to believe that loyalty meant holding on, even when everything inside me was falling apart. I believed that if I just gave a little more, loved a little harder, stayed a little longer, things would get better. And maybe, just maybe, they would finally see my worth. But I was wrong. Sometimes the more you give, the more people take. And sometimes the people you trust the most are the ones who learn exactly where to cut. For a long time, I ignored the little signs, the unanswered messages, the sudden changes in mood, the excuses that didn't quite make sense, the apologies that sounded too perfectly rehearsed. I convinced myself that I was overthinking, that I was being insecure, that love meant staying even when you felt alone. I told myself loyalty was proof of strength. But now I understand, loyalty to the wrong person is the easiest way to destroy yourself. The moment everything changed wasn't dramatic. There was no big fight, no screaming, no slamming doors. It was quiet. Almost too quiet. I remember standing there holding the truth in my hands, feeling the last piece of my heart snap like a fragile branch under weight it could no longer hold. The betrayal didn't hit me like a storm. It hit me like winter. Cold, slow, freezing everything inside me, until I couldn't even feel my own heartbeat. People talk about heartbreak like it's emotional, but betrayal is physical. It steals your breath, it shakes your bones, it sits in your stomach like a stone. You question everything, your worth, your judgment, your memories, your sanity. You ask yourself how you didn't see it, how you didn't feel it, how you didn't stop it. You replay moments in your mind, looking for signs you missed, wondering when exactly the person you loved became a stranger. But pain has a strange way of sharpening your vision, and in the silence after the storm, I began to see clearly. I realized the betrayal didn't start the day I discovered the truth. It started long before that. It started the moment I began choosing them over myself, the moment I allowed their happiness to become more important than my own, the moment I silenced my voice to protect their comfort, the moment I ignored the ache in my chest because I didn't want to lose them. I didn't realize it then, but that was when I began losing myself. And losing myself was the real tragedy. The night I finally walked away, I thought the hardest part would be leaving them behind. But it wasn't. The hardest part was facing the version of me that had accepted so little for so long. The version of me that had begged for love. The version of me that had forgiven what was unforgivable. The version of me that believed I wasn't enough. I stood in front of the mirror and didn't recognize my reflection. My eyes were tired. My smile was gone. My heart felt like a house burned to the ground. But in that emptiness, something unexpected happened. I felt a spark. A small, faint spark, but a spark nonetheless. And that spark whispered something I hadn't heard in a long time. "You're still here." It didn't sound like much, but those words were the beginning of everything. I didn't heal overnight. I didn't wake up one morning magically strong. Healing came in small moments, the kind no one sees, no one applauds, no one praises. It came in the moments where I stopped checking my phone. It came in the moments where I cried without holding back. It came in the moments where I learned to enjoy my own company. It came in the moments where I realized the silence I once feared was actually peace. It came in the moments where I no longer needed answers, apologies, or closure. Slowly, I started rebuilding myself. At first, brick by shaky brick, then stronger, then steadier. I learned how to set boundaries. I learned how to say no without guilt. I learned that love should never require losing yourself. I learned that the right people never make you question your worth. And the wrong people, well, the wrong people always teach you the most powerful lessons. The betrayal didn't destroy me, it revealed me. It showed me the parts of myself I had buried under fear and loneliness. It taught me that my value is not measured by who stays. It taught me that my heart, even broken, is still capable of growing. It taught me that sometimes you need to lose what you thought you wanted to find what you truly deserve. People say betrayal is the end, but for me, it was the beginning of strength, the beginning of clarity, the beginning of self-respect, the beginning of a new version of me, one built from scars, lessons, and unshakable resolve. There is a moment in healing where you look back and realize you no longer wish things had been different. Not because the pain didn't matter, but because the person you've become is worth far more than the person you lost. Today, I can finally say it without hesitation. I didn't deserve the betrayal, but I deserved the growth it forced. I didn't deserve the lies, but I deserved the truth that followed. I didn't deserve the hurt, but I deserved the strength that came afterwards. The betrayal that once felt like the end became the foundation of a stronger me. And now when I look in the mirror, I see someone who survived, someone who learned, someone who rose, someone who refuses to settle for half love, half loyalty, or half respect. Someone who knows their worth so deeply that no one's actions can shake it again. This is the part of the story where I'm supposed to thank the person who betrayed me. But I won't. Not because I'm bitter, but because the credit doesn't belong to them. The strength I found wasn't given to me. I built it, piece by piece, pain by pain, lesson by lesson. The life I'm living now, the peace I feel now, the confidence I have now, none of it came from them. It came from me, from choosing myself when it hurt, from walking away when it was hard, from believing in myself when I felt empty, from refusing to let betrayal define me. I used to think they broke me, but now I understand they didn't break me. They revealed me. The betrayal didn't end my story. It rewrote it. And the person I am now, stronger, wiser, unshakable, is the person I was always meant to become. And that is why I call it the betrayal that built me.